Signs say no.
We're the only badass novel bitches around. So.
Oh, there we go.
I'm good to go.
Then, when the music is broken off,
Yeah, you're supposed to like. There you go.
I'm so excited for this!
Flower bookmarks. These are so pretty.
We all got different designs. Mine is bamboo with like a.
Oh
my God,
that was an exciting adventure.
Welcome back.
Hi,
Yes.
thank you so much.
We have Erica Bauermeister. Welcome, guest author Kayla tonight. Special guest. We need a lot of canon with us tonight. Jess Lowry, right here with us tonight. Welcome, Asha. We're so excited.
Hi, welcome. Thank you for having me.
Hello, bitches.
Hello.
Howdy. Dominique's changing colors in the background. It looks very pretty. Hello, Ashley and Jessica.
If
What's
that's
up?
distracting, I could change that. I didn't realize. I thought it was
No, I
fun.
like it. It's pretty. Hey, ladies. How's it going? How's everyone's week been? Has it been a week?
Busy.
How was your weekend? How about that?
I came from junior high camp. I volunteered, and
Ooh. God bless you.
you did, because I'm alive.
Yeah.
No one pushed you off the side of the mountain.
Oh no, it was like these are all good kids, but I felt so bad because the youth leader he was so distraught at the end because they were just every time we like when we were all together everything was good, but every time we turned our back there was something happening with these kids. There was somebody getting into some kind of trouble or something popping up.
That's great. Gotta love preteens and teenagers. Aren't they just little troublemakers? Always something.
Oh yeah.
Always something.
Hey
Lisa, welcome, girl.
One little boy told the girl's crush that she liked him, so that she disappeared into the mountain. Well, we thought she disappeared into the mountain, and I went up to the mountain, but she was in the cabin. She was smart, and she went that way, but then turned around. I'm like looking for her.
Is that when I called you?
Oh my goodness.
No, that was just like a random hike that the girls were like, let's go on a hike into the ice. And the one was like, I'm going to die. I was like, you're not going to die.
Everybody said it's busy. It was a weekend. Just finished the last chapter.
That
Hi,
being
Regina.
said,
Welcome, girl.
I thought I would be able to get to the book. I got to 2 chapters.
Oh, no.
Chapters. You
Spoiler.
thought you
Get
were
off.
going to get a chance to
Log
read
off.
this weekend.
So
A
I'm
bunch
here
of
for the
teenagers.
spoilers.
You're here for the spoilers. Okay. Well, welcome for those of you who didn't read this week. We read the first 9 chapters of For the Wolf by Hannah Whitten, and we will chat about those tonight. Not a whole lot to chit chat about quite yet, but we'll get through it, and then we'll tell you about how our week went.
Wait, not a lot to talk about? I just read the one. I'm like, oh,
Well, there is if you didn't read it. We'll put it that way. So, I mean, I guess technically there's a lot if you haven't read any of it.
The answers that you're probably looking for in the first couple of chapters, you're not going to get till like the end of 9. So
okay.
Yes, Ashley, the author is going to be on with us.
Yes, she is. She will be on the last Sunday. So we'll get to talk to her at the end of the book, which is cool. We always love that. That's super fun.
I feel like a fucking wolf right now because my dinner just got done. And as I went to go sit down to try to eat with the family, I was like, oh, gotta go. So I rushed in here and I'm like scarfing. So damn
Hungry like the wolf tonight?
yeah. Been
Dang.
people on all month.
I scarfed down at like 4 p.m. because I didn't want to miss out on food and hadn't really eaten today and then burn the shit out of my whole tongue. So that feels awesome.
That's what happened with these potatoes right now.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see what comments we maybe have
I
here.
don't think mine posted.
It
Well,
did.
like the comment I have is, "Why is Desiree there?"
Oh. Why is Desiree still
Story
here?
time, hour 2.
Last week you said you were gonna be in Florida, right?
She's supposed to be almost
Doesn't look
Florida
like
right now.
that. Anyways,
Yeah,
that's
she's supposed to be basically what, at the end of Texas right now?
No, they're in Louisiana.
Oh, she's supposed to be in Louisiana.
I thought you. Well, technically, you would have been in Florida, or
No, they're still driving.
no, but
No,
had
you could have been in Florida
everything-
by now.
Would you guys have been in Florida today if you'd kept on track?
Yesterday.
You would have been in yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. So they missed today because of some shenanigans that went down.
Yeah, he's in Ponchatoula, Louisiana.
Let me see that.
Oh, Ponchatoula.
Oh, it is Ponchatoula. Wow.
North of Nolens.
Ashley just wants to smell the wolf, right?
Okay.
I had thought about like creating a, wolf scented candle, but I was like, meh. I want like a earthy scented candle. So, okay, how about this? Well, just first things first. What box items came up this week in our reading, ladies? You guys all know? The candles did, so
Jeez.
the candles are kind of described in the story as these, like when you go to the Black Keep, which is the castle, there are these like branches all, kind of weaving in and out of the castle, and they're lit, but not on fire somehow. So that was why we got our tea lights that don't actually, catch the wood on fire. But anyway, so there's that. Yeah, cheese and crackers, because that's pretty much all they get to eat.
The scarf.
The toast.
Yeah, the toast. She got to have some toast when she finally ate. She got to finally take a fucking ice cold bath. Y'all didn't have to take an ice cold bath.
Some of us did.
Well, she took an ice cold shower at my house, so.
Twice.
You know what it is? You must turn on the hot water and just let it run and shit, and then finally get in, and it's like freezing by then.
No, I get in before I turn it all the way over.
See, I took a shower last night yesterday. When did I shower? Last night?
Yesterday.
No, it was today. It was this morning.
Oh,
son of a bitch. It's been
long
a day.
day.
Anyways, no, that shit lasted forever for me. I got to shave my whole legs. Everything. It was good. Yes, we've got the dagger charm and the cloak scarf, right? So a little bit of everything this week. A little bit. Not mad about the cheese and toast though, right? I mean, that's kind of
Cheese and toast every day. I'm good.
Yeah, doesn't sound too bad. I didn't include tea because, fuck it. Y'all got cheese and toast. But anyway, yeah. The dagger to slice your hand open and bleed into the wood to keep it at bay. So funny.
Sean's over here putting clothes away. So he hears you talking. He's just like, whoa. God damn.
Every day I'd be happy. Yes, keto. That's why I
Bleeding into wood.
Just
Wish I had
bleeding
like
into
wood
it,
birch tampons or some shit.
What?
Like birchwood tampons.
Oh, thank you. No,
Imagine that as a box item. Here.
oh, look, a splinter.
Your wilder wood.
Look, a splinter. The necklace shard came up. Yeah, that bitch priestess is wearing that weird necklace.
Mm-hmm.
The shard that she's
I
wearing.
need to read more, obviously.
Yeah, we kind of hit everything in the box. Am I wrong? No, not yet. Almost. The bag hasn't been mentioned yet.
The rose.
Well, no, there's really no rose. I just decided to create like
I guess she took a bath.
Yeah, she took a bath. And it said, welcome to the Black Keep on your bath salts. So we got to that too. Shit.
All right, well, month over. Hey.
See, right? Covered. I forgot about the necklace and the bath salts. And I was like, what the hell was in the box? All right. The bag carried the books. This is not that bag. So the bag that she described was supposed to be kind of one more similar to like a brown kind of satchel. The bag that you guys got in your box is not the same. You'll hear about that later. So Yeah, we all got to see Ashley take a bath this week. That was very exciting.
What?
Very exciting.
She
Posted a photo.
posted. Yeah, I was gonna say, since you weren't paying attention, I was gonna say she just went live in her bathtub, but
Oh
I would have died.
but I ought to just said she posted a photo, so put that right up.
no, I've not been online.
I know. Well, we've had a busy week around here, so
Lots of thrown.
lots of things. The only bath I get every month. Wow. So was it a warm bath, or you gonna complain about how cold it was?
Like outside of showers, or you just do the
One bathing a month.
The
Can
one
we-
bath,
yeah.
the single bath
Just
a month.
once a month bath.
Hi, Vanessa. We're just chit chatting about all the items that were in the box this month that have already come up in the book. So
That's how I do it,
oh,
Ashley.
dang
I
hot.
need it
Desiree
like
can take a
burning.
bath at your
That's how
house.
I take my showers.
Yeah.
Hot water.
I
Like
need
the
it-
whole
Well, I
bathroom steams.
scalding. I
Feel
would
my
like to have
skin
some
melting.
water for longer than 8
I don't
minutes.
understand. My shower was just fine. So I don't know what's going on. Probably because we did laundry all day, every day. All day, every day right now. Anyways. Alrighty. Let's see. Haven't used bath salts yet, Jessica. Ooh, I can't wait to hear how you
Oh
like
my
it.
god.
How the baby wants
Then
to
you
eat.
should already know what the wolf
My
smells
husband
like.
loves the wild smell, right?
There you go.
Right. Just lift
Wolf
your arm.
pet
You
right
got
there.
it. You can go like lounge with your books in your library, and you probably have like a similar scent to, someone who's been bleeding in the woods and hanging around old books and shit. And maybe
Bleed
some coffee.
in the woods. Wow.
That's what I'm trying to understand. I didn't read the book, so you mean bleeding in the woods, or like
Bleeding into the actual woods to
okay,
keep the bad magic away.
not like her bleeding in
It's her
the
blood.
woods. Like
Yeah.
like what kind of blood is it?
Like from her body.
like her blood.
Is that why you
It's
talked
an
about the tampon?
interesting. No, she didn't like vaginally bleed into the woods.
Oh, well,
Oh my
Honest
God.
as fucking
because we
way.
talked about the birch tampon.
Well, because when
See?
her blood
No.
got onto the wood, it absorbed it and sucked it in like if it was like
Oh.
dying of thirst. And so a birch wood tampon would have
I
fit
am
perfectly.
getting the reference now. I apologize.
Yeah.
So, how did everybody feel about the first 9 chapters? First few were a little. Was like
First
a lot
two-
of like names and titles and description stuff.
You
So I
like
was
first
at
two?
Tasha's this morning.
Yeah.
And we're getting stuff ready for next month. And I was telling her, first 2 chapters, I was like, oh, F my life. This is not my shit. I said, they got all these damn names. Arian, Ryan, Raiden, what's her name? Redinin,
Radaris.
Radaris. There you go. And then I said they got fucking Pepto-Bismol transmission. Midol's coming through. I don't know. All the names, those kind of names confuse me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not going to be able to keep these people straight. Once I got into, I think it was 3, 4. Okay. Then it got interesting. Then I got into it.
Yeah.
But the first 2 chapters, I was like, oh. But that's kind of how I was with the Pearsons, the seamstress, whatever the hell, Parisian.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
felt the same way with that one because it was like a lot of like French descriptions and like, names of places and people and things. And it's like, oh my God, that's a lot of French to keep up with. And then with this, it's like all made up. So it's similar in you have like a lot to keep up with in the beginning. But then once like the story gets going, it's pretty good.
I'm gonna need an
For
author.
reference, Dominique, it's cheek blood in the beginning.
Booty cheek.
And then like palm blood. So
Look, I'm gonna need an author to be like, okay, it's Sally, all right, Bob, Wolf, Billy. Like we just need to keep it simple.
We're gonna rename them right now.
Yes.
okay. Well,
No, we're not.
Red
Sally.
is still easy, and her sister Neve is also easy.
We got
and
Eric.
Wolf is easy.
Okay, but why you gotta spell it all funky?
Eamon,
right?
right? I like his
Yeah.
name, Eamon. I think that's a pretty cool name. It's probably like Scottish or some shit. But anyways, Def get the Beauty and the Beast vibes, right? I think everyone kind of felt that way. Regina did too. Yeah.
So
The names are annoying.
anybody
Hi,
read
Regina.
Discovery of Witches? I was telling Tasha it gave me that vibe.
Yeah.
The whole vampire and being protected, and she wants to still go, and oh my God, it gives me that feeling.
When all the names
is
in the
not
beginning
bad.
of that one. There's a
Huh?
lot of names.
Oh my God, you're right. I forgot about that.
That was a hard one to get into.
Yes.
Yes, dude, that one took us like what, a good 5-6 chapters
3
before we were
chapters.
really into it.
I was
For me, it was
That was
crying.
our first book as like our little club, the 4 of us, and I was like, "What the fuck did I sign up for?"
That's
I
what
felt
I was
so
thinking. I
bad.
was like,
and
how
then
do I
this
get
bitch wouldn't
how to get
stop
myself out
going
of this?
ahead. She kept reading on and then didn't even finish it.
Oh
I
my
got
god,
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
When we started like when
Shut
once
up!
we started getting into
When was
it,
the last time you actually read a book, bitch?
An hour
Not,
ago.
no, an hour. What? Because you don't have your little cassette dealio ready to go?
No, I was listening on Audible.
Uh-huh. Okay. Call me when you read it.
Some of us are too busy.
So wait, so what does his accent sound like on the audio? Because I was thinking about that as I was reading these chapters.
So it's a gal who's narrating, and what she does is she kind of like raspy deepens her voice when she's speaking, like the
show
wolf.
us.
Okay.
Maybe Desiree can do that. Can you like deepen your voice?
No.
In my head, like I can hear him really deepen like itchy throat. You know what I mean? Like that grunty. But for some reason, the way she responds to him, and even when she was responding to her mom and her sister before she left, I just hear her in my head like just total smartass, regular voice, like no type of accent, nothing, just a total like.
No,
Yeah.
there's no accent
Yeah.
for this narrator. I like her voice, but she deepens his voice and makes it kind of raspier, like
Yeah.
just a little wolfier.
Yeah.
That's like all she does when she's. That's about it. Desiree can show you, but we can't let it go for too long. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
She said his voice is awful. Mild mannered man vibe. Yeah, he's very mild. Like I feel like his personality in the story is quite mild, but protective. And obviously he has like a goal, which is, to keep the bad forest away.
Well, he seems more annoyed that she's even there more than anything. Like, I think he's just tired of people coming. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, oh, here she goes. There's a fucking second daughter. They're here. They think they're going to come and just save the world and release the kings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah.
How it all kind of fell in.
Yeah. So I do feel like right at the end of the reading, like Vanessa, like the end of the reading this week, that like really starts getting into some more like information stuff. You like, it gets a little more interesting. So we should get a little more sucked in this coming week. For those.
Chapter 9 ends like.
Yeah. Yeah. It ends with her seeing her friend.
Yeah.
Right outside the gates.
More than a friend.
Oh.
Yeah. What's gonna happen?
I know. I had to read the next page. I mean, it was right next to it, but
all right,
I didn't go
here you go.
He was a monster, and the figure before her didn't fit neatly into either category. You're welcome to stay in the library.
No. No.
You're welcome to stay.
Like it sounds like a children's.
I was gonna say it sounds like how I read to my girls.
Right?
Like
when
that.
like you can't come up with another voice, you just like deepen yours slightly. If you want to talk about an audio that's like worth it, is the Paris seamstress. She had to go through many, many accents, and she did such a good job, and her French was absolutely incredible. So that one was kind of fun because she had to do English, American, French, Australian. She had to kind of cover all of it, and men and women. So that was fun.
Hold on. 2 things. Misty, you know that we did a kids box. We did a kids box with The Girl Who Drank the Moon book.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fun one. And number 2, rude Vanessa. How dare you? Chet?
Chet.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh my God.
Southern Chet is a real man, okay?
Oh, she didn't like her voice in Paris Seamstress. See, it's so funny how many of us, like, I mean, we all like different things when we're listening to an audio, I think. Specifically.
Real men who cut brakes, beat people up, throw them down the stairs. Yeah, real men.
Well, when you know what you want, when you know what you want, you know,
You stop at nothing to get it.
you said that. Fuck it. There it
You
is.
tattle to the daddy that somebody's getting on a train, hoping they won't have to go, and then fuck.
Duh.
Oh
They
my
go
god, that
anyway.
book.
Duh.
Oh, that
Never
book.
had to sit there and wonder what if.
Anyway, oh my goodness, sounds like shit. I'm done. All you gotta do is well, now if you're reading it. So Lily was listening in the car with us a little bit when we were kind of driving around doing some stuff, and she liked the story from what she heard. So, and there really isn't anything that you couldn't allow like a preteen to listen to in this story all the way through. I mean, there is a little bit of like, you're slashing your own hand to bleed into the woods, kind of stuff, but outside of that, like that's the only like real, you know what I mean, like crazy.
And I've been wanting to read a lot of my books, so that's good to know.
And this is definitely a YA.
Okay.
And once you finish this, then you can just go and hand it to her and let her read it. But you'll have already read it, so you'll know whether or not you feel like it's appropriate for her.
We don't know, Vanessa. We don't know.
No spicy sex stuff. There's some spice, but you'll have to wait and see what happens with that.
Nothing happens with the wolf's tail, guys.
Can't stay on. I'll catch up later. Sherry
You're
did
disgusting.
do her reading. Hi.
You're disgusting.
I want Red to hook up with a wolf at some point. What they have is good. You'll see later. But I like how this author writes throughout the rest of the book, which you guys will get into. But anyways, let's see what everyone's comments were kind of this week. Let's see. Can I listen to it with my kids in the car? I mean, I probably wouldn't like let my youngers listen to it. They're 4 and 6, almost 7. And I wouldn't let them listen to it only because it could be a little scary at that age. But, at like 10, yeah, absolutely.
Nothing too wild.
No, it's nothing too wild. But you guys can also, you'll see. You can definitely let your kids listen to it in the car. There's really
like she's not gonna have to like slam her brakes and
no, you don't need to cover any ears or anything else. So
what was it I was listening to when we were Snobs? When I was reading, I was listening to Snobs.
Snobs was like,
well, it was before I realized, and they were talking about the color of the hairs, and I'm like, it was on like the speaker while I was doing the dishes. I'm like, how do I turn this
I forgot about that. Oh my god, that was good. You're like, oh shit, turn it off. Your hands are all sloppy wet. Oh my god.
Why was her hand sloppy wet?
Dishes.
I was doing the dishes.
You're disgusting.
Oh, last month there was a little bit of sexy description when Estella finally got some. So that one was like, who's listening with me?
I had to turn that off because I was in the car with my children.
Oh, well. It could be sensitive to those who cut themselves. That is also true. So, for some, anyone who did or knows someone still who does, that's definitely like a good, what do you call it?
Thing to be aware of. A good,
yeah. So, I didn't think about the self-harming part. Yeah, technically that would be something that could come up. The reasoning behind, they have their reason behind it in the story, which you eventually get to, but in these first 9 chapters, technically you don't. It's just like, don't bleed into the woods, So yeah, trigger warning. Thank you. It's like,
cuts his hand.
That's
that's exactly, that was all I just kept saying. When you just like lose the words. Anyways. But outside of that, I would say that, well, and that's the whole book. That's going to happen throughout the whole book because they still got to fight the woods throughout the whole book. But I can't think of anything else that I would have to like warn someone else about per se. No, there's no bestiality. Shit.
Who said that? Does there?
No, there's no bestiality.
There was a comment. There was a comment.
Is
it an actual like is it like a man wolf, a wolf
So
wolf?
he's
Well, he's
like
a man.
not quite man, but like so he's a big, nice, burly, beastie man, but he's not like an animal. He's just not.
He's
She
magical.
describes him as like very magical and not quite human. Like you just know there's something different about him. You know, his like angles are like sharper, or you know, his fingers are longer and things like that. So he's not like this hairy thing, but you know,
Like,
he's got part of the woods like magic in him, and then so does she, and so do other characters, and so like how that comes to be, we'll find out later. But anyway, let me just see what everyone kind of commented on here real quick. Let's see. Ashley says Red has her priorities straight, a sack full of books to head to her potential death. That's a great comment. But then when she shows up, Fool's got a library, a whole library, which is very exciting, like in Beauty and the Beast, right? What are your thoughts on the woods and sentinels? Right. What are everyone's thoughts on the woods and the sentinels?
because it may clue me in.
So the sentinels are like part of the woods. So like she describes the woods as she goes in as like, you know, it's alive. All of it's alive.
Oh, okay.
It kind of comes after her, and you know, she describes the trees as like
like
splitting
in the beginning
open.
when she was talking about like the plants kind of be like the fern, like
Yeah, so like in
it's
the
like
beginning when she's
crazy.
at her ball and stuff, and
Which
she
is-
gets like really upset, like the ferns start to like kind of rise around her.
So
So that's
it's
like
that
part
in
of
the
her
woods.
magic.
Oh,
And
I
then
see.
he has similar magic, but you know, I don't know.
I really gotta get into this.
Yeah, you will. You will. You'll get so anyways, the sentinels, she asks about the sentinels to who is it, to Fife, and asks him kind of, or her, or is it Lyra? I don't remember which one he asks, or she asks, but anyways, whether or not the sentinels are good or bad, and he kind of said they're really neither. They're not really good, they're not really bad, they're just kind of there, and they show up when other things are going on, and you can kind of like keep them away. But anyways,
They're like a neutral kind of thing.
like, I mean, sort of.
I feel like it's more like a precursor to something else going on outside of the castle walls.
There you go.
What are other people's thoughts?
Yeah.
No.
Anna, what did you think of the? What are your thoughts on the woods?
I don't know. I'm still gathering what's really going on, because
It's a little confusing right now.
the shadows seem to be the biggest threat.
The Shadowlands, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what they're trying to keep away,
And
from the Shadowlands taking everything over, and from the Black Rot taking over the entire forest.
That's the
Right.
purpose.
So
of
their
sending her out.
magic
I'm
keeps
almost-
some of that away.
it almost feels like the Wilder Woods needs her magic to help protect itself from that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what I thought about is the way chapter 9 ends. If you remember back when she was with the wolf, when they went outside the gates for the first time, remember how she saw the figure turn itself into familiar people and faces? I don't think that's really Eric.
I was thinking that, but then at the same time, Neve had also said to not do anything. And he'd said that he's going to be gone a while and that he's going to figure out how to get her back.
Yeah, but
And then
maybe,
he shows
maybe
up at the castle wall.
Maybe he did try to go in and something consumed him, so knew of him and used that. Or maybe it was one of those creatures at the castle to throw them off. But I don't think it's really him.
So do you think that he's dead now?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Because remember, he had already disappeared and he was gone for like, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah. Something like that.
So, you know what I mean? He could have been gone. And now they're using that to try to trick her into allowing them to get close to her or get into the gates. I wouldn't be surprised if going into chapter 10, you realize that it's not him.
Right. Right. Maybe they feed off of their emotions. The sentinels, or what are they? The monsters in the woods. I guess that's what those are. The monsters. Those are the ones that they're trying to like keep away. I think it is Eric, and that he made it into the woods because he bargained with it like Lyra and his wife, and now he's marked. We'll have to wait and see. All good theories, but they definitely, I agree, that they could be using like some of their memories and emotions to like the woods could be using people's emotions to get what they want. So wait, what? This would be awesome. That he bargained with the forest and now he's marked. We shall see. So Eric is in love with Red, but she is not in love with him, but cares for him. So we'll see if
because she
that's
didn't let herself.
Yeah, but we'll see if it's enough. But also, he's promised to her sister because he's like, she's technically supposed to be she's the first daughter, so she's supposed to be the next queen and is supposed to be, betrothed to someone, and it's Eric, even though Eric has always been in love with her sister. So we'll see kind of how that all comes.
Well, I think she's going to end up with what's his name? Rafi? Neve?
Oh,
Remember she had the attraction to him? Raf or Rafi? Yeah.
What's his name again?
Raffe, right?
Oh, Raf.
Rafe is how she says it in the story. If you listen, she says
okay.
But I think the redheaded priestess is part of a sect that thinks differently than the rest of the religion. I can't decide if she's good or bad yet. She definitely, the fact that she's being like secretive right now and she's having like these secret meetings with Eric and chit-chatting, and then as soon as they think that like Neve is chit-chatting or is listening in, then they like kind of change their conversation and step aside. But also, she's got the necklace and they're not supposed to be wearing jewelry, and which is a part of the woods. And so, well, I think the past second daughters have been consumed by these figures, like the one who presented itself to Red. That's good.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting too how her containing her magic is helping rather than using it. You would think if someone had a power, then when you used it, but it's when she controls it and keeps it at bay and keeps it contained is when everything just stopped. That was weird. So I want to find out more about that.
About her magic.
Yeah. But the fact that you contain it and it's beneficial rather than use it to be beneficial, that was interesting.
That takes me back to the witch's book. That was like what she was. Well, not that she was trying not to use it.
She was trying not to use her magic, even though she's a witch. She's like, she didn't want to be a witch and tried to kind of keep it away, and so, and it ended up not being a negative thing for her. So is that also going to be similar for Red here? It's funny, there are a couple of stories that kind of all weave into.
Well, Red notices that when her magic is like used or shown or shows any kind of sign, bad things happen.
Right.
So
Misty gets the feeling that, yes, the priestess is not being honest. Yeah, she's quite interesting. So we'll see what happens with her later. And, the conversation that she was having with Eric. Let's see. I also predict that Eric will sacrifice himself or something else bad will happen to him that will help save Red and break the curse or spell or whatever. Interesting prediction. We shall see. Interesting. Wait, what did you put about? Okay, so you had thought that this was actually Eric at the gates, and that he might have made a bargain with the woods to be able to get through. So then also along with that is the prediction that he'll sacrifice himself. Mm-hmm. We shall see.
I want to know where the kings are.
Right.
The wolf said that they're not there.
They aren't here.
Consumed.
Yeah, and they're still on that.
Yeah.
They're still on that shit. Interesting. Let's see. These priestess ladies give me handmade vibes with the robes and rituals for sacrifice, right? So they have like their altar that they, which is very handmade and testaments. There's the altar that like, or a 2-room thing. The main room that you go into, and they have like the candles and stuff, and then the actual shrine, which is on the inside. So yeah, that was very right. It's kind of like our authoress has pulled just little things from so many stories, and how funny is it that so many of them
Well,
that
this
we've
is
read
this is what
together.
we're now getting to that point in the book club that I'm really enjoying, where we've read a good amount of books together now, where we can like, hey, remember that? And that's
refer
what,
back.
yeah, and like, oh yeah, that reminds me of this one, and we're all like kind of now
I
able
know.
to do that because we've read enough together where we're all like, on the same page. We can all get the same references together.
Right.
Where if you're reading alone and you're doing that by yourself, like, oh, that's, and you want to share it with somebody, you don't get
Yes.
to. Now
It's
we
nice that
get
we can all
to.
share it. Yeah, with each other. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, you remember
And we
when?
get it. Like,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
that's
That's
funny.
this is what I've been waiting for is it like for this to happen, to
Yeah.
read that much with each other now.
That's so
where we can
exciting.
do
Can you
that.
imagine like 20 years from now, all of the books that we will have read and we get to refer back to like
Oh,
when
bitch.
you read for the wolf? Bitch.
I have to have my cataract surgery 20 years
You
from
just
now.
listen to
I'm reading.
audiobooks.
What if my hearing goes out?
Desiree will
Braille.
braille
You
it for
can
you.
spell it
Okay.
in your fucking hand.
Yeah. I'll be
There.
like, oh, chapter 3 was great. 3 bumps and a dash. Yeah.
Got her.
Is there nothing better than when Dominique gets tickled as fuck? I gotta say. It was so much fun. Okay, let's see. I think the kings are in the Shadowlands. Ooh.
I think
But
so
how
too.
did they get there? Is the wolf holding them back? Like with the stories that these people have told over the years to, keep their villagers like out of the woods is interesting because it doesn't sound like obviously that's the whole of the story. So Wolf says they wouldn't want them the way that they are now, which makes me wonder if they haven't turned into the shadow creatures. It's a very good theory too, that the woods have consumed them and created these like evil shadow creatures. Maybe they are it. Let's see. Maybe the kings are some big trees. Kind of similar idea. Or fucking Chet. Speaking of Chet, we're gonna be reading Beth's next book next month.
So excited.
Yeah.
And
is she gonna be on with us?
Next month? Yes.
Let me
She will
plug
be
in.
on
I
with us
forgot.
at the end of March.
she'll be our first returning author.
That's
Author.
so exciting.
Authorist.
Authoress.
No, she said ist.
I did. I said
my
it
God.
wrong. I
Do you
apologize.
need anything? I'm gonna grab water really quick.
Don't feed into her, Dominique.
I'm just drinking water, by the way. Nothing wild tonight.
I'll tell you what, that one that told off Neve in the by the altar, when Neve was over there trying to talk shit, and she was like, basically, coming from someone who, your guys' religion is to sacrifice, your second daughters to not even have your kings returned and pray for these men that you have chosen to be gods. I was like, ooh, fighting words. She said, get out. Aha! Gotcha. When you ain't got nothing to say. Because she was right. I was like, get it, girl.
Yeah, but she tried to stop it.
It was still funny.
No, I know. I meant Neve, though. She tried to stop it. She tried to get her sister to run. She tried
Oh.
to go with her.
Oh,
She
yeah.
tried.
I know that part.
Yeah. But she had the draw of the Wilder Woods.
Now, what was that draw? Like, so she's saying she did it to protect them, right?
So,
Because what
basically-
happens if they don't send the second daughter? Apparently, that's never happened. Where they don't know if something else
But
is going to happen.
she's
to all
not
of
going
them.
because of that reason, though, right? She didn't believe in that. That's not why she went.
Well,
No, Red did.
right.
She does believe in that?
Red
Neve
goes.
didn't.
Yeah, Red goes because she wants
she
to
does
protect
believe
her
it.
sister and the people that she loves because she thinks that her magic is going to kill them somehow. She
Oh, so
thinks
she
that
does
she's going
believe
to hurt
it.
someone with
Oh,
her
maybe I was
magic. She
confused
doesn't
with all the
know.
teenager kids screaming in the car. I was thinking Red didn't believe in the magic or believe in whatever was going on, the ritual. She was just going for
I think
another
she had to have
reason.
believed in something once that piece of wood splintered into her
Right.
hand, and then she had the different magic things or
But
whatever.
in the very beginning of why she left and didn't run away.
Well, because she just felt that she had to go to save her family and her town or country, whatever.
Yeah.
So she
Sister.
wanted to
So
go
it was that.
honorably.
Okay.
Yeah.
She believes that her magic is dangerous and she needs to get away
Oh,
from
that's
anyone that
okay.
she could hurt. And she's
So
incredibly
that's
worried
what it
that
was.
it's gonna be her
Her
sister.
staying there could be harmful to them. Herself can be
Yeah.
harmful
Right.
to them.
She thinks that everyone's safer with her being in the woods and away from them. And so,
Not necessarily for this
oh my God.
reason
I
that she
love
was being sent. You look
this
really cute in that.
scarf. Oh my God.
Well, your hair just comes out just right
Mm.
too.
Right. It just pops out enough.
Matchmaker, matchmaker.
Oh my God. Is that what I look like right now?
What you
It
say?
just made me think of it as well.
Oh,
What?
she's singing
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire, matchmaker, matchmaker.
Oh my God.
I'm like, great. So I look like a dude trying to dress up as a woman.
A little bit.
Looks like a lady.
Dude
I
looks
get
like
a lot of
lady.
my makeup
Right.
ideas from drag queens, so it's not a bad thing.
No, oh my
Actually,
God.
I think
That's
that
music.
she
Music.
still wanted answers for herself. It wasn't about her like going back to like her home and like getting out of the situation. I think that she was there because she knew that she had something inside of her and she still needed answers. That's how I'm reading it.
Well, that, but also no second daughter has ever returned. So what would they have done to her? She could have been blamed and they could have killed her anyway.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, and she already got dragged down to the forest floor and her cheeks
They would've
slashed and all
done
that
to
shit
her.
just getting to the gate. So
Oh, they would have knocked her ass out, dragged her there, and dropped her off right at the edge of the wood and said, take her.
Yeah.
They would not have let her not go. I mean, it's very, like you said, like everyone is saying, like the handmaid's thing where like, I'm sorry, you're the sacrifice. Suck it up. Like, just get it over with. But oh,
This is mine.
did you want to see how to put the scarf on? Sorry. I didn't.
Now I'm gonna have a
I
question.
had done a little fun video on like all of this, but I didn't do anything with that video. So whatever, y'all can see it later. But anyways, just kind of put the hood on,
Oh,
pop it on.
that's how.
It's literally that's it. You just like pop it on, and then you can take the scarf and you like the end of it, you just flip it over and then put it over your head. And then you have your infinity scarf. You can kind of twist this side to make it look more red. Get like all of that lined up. Yeah. Then you can kind of tuck that in. If you just want to like drop it down, you can wear it as like a little scarf. Looks kind of like a hoodie back if you're wearing like a sweater with it. So anyways, I love it.
I don't think so.
Would the Wilderwood have allowed her to leave?
Well, she got through it.
It let her come in. So is
She
her
pushed
sacrifice
down.
to the wolf, or is it to the woods, or is it to
Yeah,
the
she's in because it needs her, but it wouldn't let her leave.
But how?
Well, if she learned how to control the magic and possibly use it against them, which is what the wolf is saying to learn how to do, and she's saying she can't.
Now that she's marked.
Do they all have the magic? Her family? Is it like
No.
I
No,
don't think
so
I think
she
it's anyone that's
does.
marked. Or is it just because of the splinter?
So this is what I was wondering is she marked because she got that splinter when she was 16 and went to the woods with her sister? Or was she just bound to get it? Was she drawn to the woods? Was she going to get this sliver of magic, this splinter? And was it then eventually going to cause this mark on her arm that shows her as marked and the second daughter who needs to go to the woods? But once you get into the story, you find out that she's not the only one who's marked.
Well,
It's
they had
anyone
mentioned
who
that
makes
all second daughters are marked. They just don't know what the mark will look like and
Right.
when it will appear within their 19th year.
well
And when she confronts the wolf about what happened that night when she was 16 and went into the woods and got that splinter, he thought that she had saved her
Yes, every
from
second dollar.
being touched by the wilder woods or having that incident happen. And then he realizes that it did still happen to her, but that his powers prevented it from harming her. So he was
From
able to
doing
somehow
anything.
control or subdue it,
Right.
So there's something there.
Yeah. I've seen Jessica. She sent me a picture of hers or in her scarf. She wore it right, by the way, but very cute. It was nice to see my scarf being used. Thanks, babe. Made me feel good. All right. I think she was super lucky to make it to keep the first time. She definitely would have she definitely would have consumed. Oh, yeah. The woods would have consumed her if she tried to go back. Yeah. It definitely could have drained her on the way there. She may have not even made it to the Black Keep, right? But I don't know. She got there. All was calm, and then she made it. It's an interesting story. I wonder if she wouldn't have been marked since she was a twin if she didn't go to the woods at 16. See, that's what I'm wondering too. Like,
Still
never know.
second born.
Yeah.
They all pop out together. Whole coup would be disheveled. Yeah. So
Right. And she recognized his hands from that incident. Right.
you know what would have been interesting though? It would have been interesting if, because remember, this is what year? Do we know?
Is it a year or is this another realm of?
Well, I'm sure that they don't have ultrasounds and shit like that. It's not high tech world, right?
Oh, I
Obviously.
see what you're saying. Okay.
So imagine how funny it would have been if their whole life Neve is growing up as the firstborn and Red as the second-born child, only to find out that it was the other way around.
Well, I'm sure
And come 19, Neve ends up with the mark. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that would have been funny.
Get twins mixed up after they're born. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
I'm sure in this
Right.
world though.
Well, but these two are not identical twins. So that's the difference is, she's that Goldilocks looking, blonde haired girl who, our redheaded or our red, what is it called? Red Riding Hood gal in all like the stories and movies, etc., where she is golden blonde and, kind of.
Well, I'm sure like they probably didn't even know
Busty,
she's.
I guess. And then her sister has dark hair and super skinny. So
Do they all have twins, or was it just by chance that they were twins? So I'm sure
we don't
this,
get any info on like the other second
okay.
daughters and first daughters. On
Well,
whether
So
or
I'm
not
sure
she's
like
remember,
when
they'd
she was
also
the second one, they're like they kept her away. They're like she was already not even,
1 second.
Well, so
how
it
they
had been
treated her.
100 years since they sent her in because they didn't have any second daughters until Red.
right.
Because nobody probably wanted to have a second daughter. Send
So
them out.
basically,
Well,
the
I think it has to
magic
do
of
within that
the
family,
woods
right?
used to be available to everyone, but then it I don't know what is it that caused it to. I guess the woods kind of took it back, like their magic back, and like she's saying, Katrina's saying here that anyone whose family made a bargain will then be marked. So that's, I guess you're right. Very good. Nice job, Katrina.
Her mom, I wanted to slap in the face. Especially when she goes up to her before she takes off and she's like, I know you think of me as cruel. And she's talking about how she never really had a connection with her, knowing that she was always the second daughter to be like sacrificed.
Right.
I'm like, you bitch. Like, I'm surprised that Neve didn't say anything either.
Well, I mean, she didn't have a connection with her because she was like, fuck it, like you're gone later. It doesn't matter.
Well, she even said that all the people around her basically continued to beat it into her.
Mm-hmm.
They never let her forget that her second daughter was never hers. It was meant for the wolf in the woods. So that's true. Even if she wanted to have a relationship with her daughter, that's a good point. That she was reminded that she basically can't.
So what? No, she could have. She was being selfish because she didn't want to deal with the hurt and everything else that would come later on in life. And so you ruined 19 years of this girl's life where you could have still had a relationship or tried to do something, and she chose not to. So that was her choice.
See, I can see it both ways
selfish.
because on the other end of that, what if she didn't do that? what if she did have this extreme strong bond, knowing that one day she was going to have to give up her kid, only for her kid to be sacrificed, most likely killed, to the point where she didn't. And
Yeah.
then the
Doesn't let her go.
entire town is fucking leveled because of her selfishness.
What are you
She
talking
did
about?
protect, the mom definitely protects herself. But what she's saying is like, what if the mom allowed her to have this relationship in this great bond with her daughter, and then decided that because of that, she wasn't going to let her second daughter be sacrificed to the wood, and it causes
Fuck it.
the entire town to, just be
But then
taken
she
over
dies
by
anyway,
evil
and so
wood
does everyone
magic.
else. So it protected no one.
Yeah, there's that.
It's not, but it's so what? At the end of the day, it's about you doing what you feel is best for your child, for your kid, having
She's the queen.
I don't give a shit. And so what? And she can change the damn law. That's stupid. That's why the one priestess had told her, your guys' religion is ridiculous. You're sitting here sacrificing people for these kings who you guys have determined on your own that they're gods for some reason that have never come back. So then why not change it? Fuck it. Someone has to at some point change it. But I wouldn't sit there and treat my kid like a piece of shit just because they're supposed to be sacrificed 19 years later. That was her choice.
I hear you. I'm just saying that there's two sides of it.
Right, Vanessa, they did
But the
say
other
that
side's
the,
not selfish. The other side is
past mothers had to be sedated after losing their second
The
daughter.
worst thing you got to do is be sedated while your kid is over there being thrown to a wolf for no fucking reason.
Yeah, but then look, she's not. She's alive. She didn't die.
But they don't know that though.
No, they don't know that yet.
No, but the priestess said it to Neve. She said, like, your sister's alive.
Right.
So
but I'm saying they don't.
Right. They don't know how long or whatever. It is selfish to deny your child love. Exactly. I do agree. It is selfish anyway, just to deny your child love. To protect yourself, just to
protect yourself, protect
a whole town of people that aren't your fucking kids anyway. Like,
y'all aren't queens. Y'all don't know what it takes.
You don't know what it takes to be a queen.
Okay. Well, we know who's going to be the one sitting there sacrificing at the gate. I will not. I'd be like, this whole town's going under, folks. Pack it up. Let's get ready.
Start traveling far, far away.
We know where Desiree would be on Game of Thrones.
Everybody start moving. She's 18. You got a year to find somewhere else to live.
Oh, my kids move out at 18. Bye. I'm not waiting till they're 20.
Well, she's talking at 19. They're marked for death.
Okay, well, 18, you can just move on out of here.
She said at 17 you're marked for death, and 18 is out of the house. Bye. This is the most on topic we've ever been.
Way to jinx it now, Ashley.
It really? Is it though?
Sometimes
on topic. I think so. Yeah.
Distracted, but right.
Well,
we've been going on
it's
a
not
while
just
now.
us though. Like
Handsmaid,
everyone is commenting in, and some of y'all are lazy sometimes and don't fucking comment some shit in.
Honestly,
so,
I think me
not
reading
have something to say.
I think me not reading and asking questions is helping too.
Right? Okay, Dominic, just keep not reading. Everyone's gonna tell you what happened. She's like, I'm so fucking confused though. Like
Handsmaid, we had a lot to talk about too. We talked a lot about Handsmaid during our
we had a lot to talk about. But that was our first book all together, so there was a lot.
Well, even
and we were also not talking to a lot of people.
Testaments,
we were like.
Yeah, that's true. We did have a lot to chat about.
We had a lot to talk about when we had all of our terrible theories for.
But also, everybody was commenting in there.
Are we getting more comments now?
Our second book, like with everyone together. But yeah, the more you guys, post in here, the more we have to chat about. But I agree, we kind of stayed on point. All right, let me just read a couple of more points here. Regina says, I felt like I read the past few days since it's been windy. Walking in the cold, wet weather, stepping on twigs, leaves, moss between the cracks on the pavement. I was like jealous because we don't have that weather here, even though we should. Rebecca was still working on her reading, but she loved the way the book felt, the texture of the cover, the torn edges of the pages. No, that's not weird, girl. We love it too.
Love it.
It was, like I said, part of the reason that I ended up choosing the book. Like I, had read about it and I was like, oh, Oh my god, this
Okay, but
book.
was I the only one like picking up multiple pages accidentally because they're off?
They are, yeah. You kind of have
Yeah.
to go to the top and
Oh.
like
Yeah.
feel
Because
one
like you go to
away.
turn the page and you're like, oh shit, I got like 3, and then you gotta, yeah.
Girl, yes, it feels like a book that could have been in the Keep library, right? Oh,
Ooh, how about when Neve goes to the library and realizes that Red took the poetry book? Remember? She went to go look for the book of poems, of poetry, and it's gone, and she's crying, and she realizes that Red took it. And
yeah,
no books were ever allowed to leave the library, and
right,
she happened to take the one that Neve was going to get.
right.
Mhm.
But that was the only book that her mom had ever given her, the only warm feeling that she'd ever gotten from her mother. And so, of course, she would bring that with her to whatever is to come, to kind of the nothing. I need to get a copy of the book. I'm reading it on my Kindle. Girl, you're going to love this book.
Oh,
Like,
this book is awesome.
yeah, get the book. I'll definitely have to buy this series when it's finished. Yeah. So after is, so this one's called For the Wolf. The second book is called For the Throne, right? Pretty sure. And well, I don't know if I should tell you, but that one actually obviously is it obvious? Follows her sister's story instead of hers. So
Yeah.
this follows Red, who's for the wolf, and then For the Throne follows Neve. And then
The Jasmine Throne.
no, that's something else. They have like if you enjoyed this book, look out for something else. It's written by some other author who funny has my name. Hello, Tasha.
Must be a banger.
Never. Oh, bitch. She just called me a banger.
The book.
It is called For the Throne. It's book 2 of the Wilderwood. So yeah, as far as I know, I think For the Throne picks up at the end, but following along Neve's story. So you'll see. Well, we will see. And look, Jessica agrees. You need to actually go get the damn book. So, yes, For the Throne. For the Throne. There we go. Only a 2-book series. Okay, so there won't be anything after For the Throne. That's good to know that it kind of ends there. Sometimes I wonder. I hate a bookstore day. Girl, isn't that like a weekly occurrence for you?
For real.
All right, before
We're gonna
everybody
do a
goes,
wellness check on you. Actually,
I'm gonna before everyone goes, because it's just about 7. So I'm gonna show everyone, where is it here, what our giveaway item for this week is, in case anyone has any magic flowing from their hands into the woods.
I'm telling you,
Or
Ashley,
doesn't.
we're gonna do a wellness
We're
check.
giving away a cute set of rings.
Yeah.
These are adjustable, so they'll fit any finger size, which is super fun. But you can have your own Wilderwood magic tendrils flowing from your fingers. And I better see some pics of some bitch wearing it, trying to like get her magic in the dirt. So just saying. Giveaway number 1. Ooh!
I'm done with you.
You're welcome.
Okay, do Jessica's.
Dang, those are cute. I know, right?
That's Vanessa.
Okay, I know. There you go. There you go.
Ah, Jessica's gonna do you like that. There you go.
There you go. I don't want it forever. Very cute. How is Ashley's over here with like all her purses and all the big shit she always like happens to win? Oh, where's that typewriter bag, by the way? I want to see that shit.
For real.
Next up should be the cloak to go with it, right? If I could sew a whole fucking cloak, you guys know what it took for me to like sew just a scarf. So,
I
didn't
didn't want
sound
him
like
to-
that. I don't sound like that. I know you don't sound like that. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta pull pull on the accent. Wait a second. Where's Ashley? No, I can't do it.
Do it.
I
it.
can't. I was like, wait,
What is it, like
accent am I trying
Southern?
to do? Hold on. What accent am I trying to do? Oh wait, Southern. It's like, but it's like East, Southern East. Southern.
I haven't won in forever. Oh, very cute.
It's
Then
just
a
Southern.
little-
That's just
I guess it's
Southern.
got to have a little cow twang in it. I don't know.
Haven't won in forever. I'm not sure where my Southern comes from. It's like Southern California, like Louisiana, California. I haven't won in forever. Very cute. No, that's not what you sound like at all.
You're
She
like-
said close.
Calling on.
What?
Sweet Magnolias.
Oh, yeah, that's Sweet Magnolias. That's very Southern.
What the fuck is cow twang?
Ooh, we need to see it.
What's cow twang? We need to see what?
Her Beauty and the Beast purse.
In my closet. A new Beauty and the Beast purse. Yeah, I definitely want to see that. Post it.
I don't know, Ashley. It's like, what would a cow twang be? Like a moo. Like a moo. That's cute.
So it's like Honey Boo Boo?
Oh my god.
Oh
Stop
shit.
me. That's cute.
Uh-huh. Ew, moo. That's
Ew.
cute.
Moo, that's
You
cute.
haven't won in forever. Yeah.
Haven't
You're
won
gonna,
forever. Oh my god. Stained glass. Ooh.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, I want to see that. For sure. So, Dominique, you haven't read the book quite yet, but if you had to pick a drink to go with it, what would you pick? Or should we wait until next week? Okay, we'll wait until you're muted, but we'll wait until next week.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's what I was repeating. Yeah, I'll have to wait till next week. I gotta like immerse myself, get that. What
Something
calls
with
to me?
grenadine.
Yeah, I mean, we've got like a Red Riding Hood meets Discovery of Witches meets Handmaid's Tale vibe. So, what kind of drink is gonna go with that?
I love you, Ashley.
I'm gonna be thinking about this. I'm just doing. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm so
Have fun
so
making fun of my couch.
exhausted.
What?
I'll catch you ladies next week. Oh, I'm really bad at this when I'm trying. Caitlin has my kid. I guess that's why she is not. Oh wow, your kids
Poor
keep
girl.
playing super right. I'd pick a coffee beer.
Ooh.
We need like a Medusan goblet, right?
Whoa.
Like
I
at the
have
beginning.
this. I have this like
I need a-
coffee, whiskey, liqueur stuff.
Ooh. So basically, they just drink like coffee or tea, except for in the beginning when you get Medusan wine.
First of all, stop calling me names. Okay. When you should just back down a little bit. You know what I'm
could be
thinking
like
of
a
when I
wine
think of this book is like a woodsy foresty, like something
I
with
was gonna say I
rosemary.
didn't want to go too like cliche saying that, but I wanted
Yeah.
to go down
Well,
that
and the
path.
woods are all like foggy, and it's like always twilight. So you could go with like, ooh, if you had like a
Fog the
smoker.
drink.
You
Yeah,
have like
I
a
was looking at
drink
the smoker
smoker.
this week. Oh, I gotta do
you go.
research. I'm gonna
Girl.
get the smoker.
There you go.
Yeah,
And then you could do your coffee whiskey with that.
Look,
Alright.
we're gonna create.
Yeah,
Dominique,
no,
with our help,
no,
is going to create a like
cocktail
a
for the.
a Wilder Woods cocktail.
Mhm.
It'll be a little twilighty, a little foggy, a little earthy, a little
Ooh,
tree rot.
I'm excited for this project.
Oh my god, yeah, that'll be a fun project. Coming down this week. I'll test it out with you. Desiree can just hang.
I would even do like
Right
a
off
mud slide. Thinking of like the birchwood.
Ooh, shit! She said get a hunk of dry ice if you
I
can't.
don't feel
get,
like
a
I don't
there
feel
you go.
sweet. Like I feel like not much. I don't feel not.
Yeah.
nothing
Oh, a
sweet.
mud
More
sliding
woodsy,
kit is
more
kind of
dry.
earthy and muddy, and
But
I get that. She said, "Oh, I know. I just can't remember what it's called." That's so helpful. Look at you being so helpful. It's a real page turner. That's what it's gonna be called. Definitely in a goblet, right? You need like smoke a wooden goblet, even. You know, they make those like wood carved, like
like the Indiana Jones one.
oh shit. Kinda.
Just
Thank
use
you
the
for a
phone
great
in class.
discussion night. Loved it, but I have to get a Peloton ride in before bed. Girl,
Oh,
Girl, me too.
I'm obsessed with Peloton. So if it works, more power to you. I have a girlfriend who is like obsessed with it,
Where's
and
your
it
Peloton?
worked.
I was
I
gonna
know two
say
people
you're
with one.
obsessed with Peloton.
I
I
know two
won't. If
people
I
with
had
one.
somewhere
They
to
like
put it,
it.
I would probably have a Peloton bike right now.
So you're
Yeah.
obsessed with wanting to get one.
I
The
am.
idea, obsessed with the idea of it.
Yeah.
I know
You
two
see,
people
I
that
like
they like
watching the
it.
commercials.
I'm obsessed with the idea of also losing my mom gut, but not enough to do anything about it.
I'm on that
Ooh,
page.
whiskey with the wood bullets. Ooh, girl, yes. I like that.
I need all this like
What could you call it?
inspiration.
I don't know. I thought
A
like
Wilder whiskey.
oh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, we're
Hmm.
getting
We'll have to
awkward.
see. We'll have to see. Show
That
off.
rude.
Right? Like, oh, I gotta go get a workout in before bed. Show off.
It's
Your butt better
late.
be fantastic, girl.
It's like 9 o'clock there, Misty. What are you doing?
Right? I just call it the Wilderwood. See, that's good.
Simple
She
and
said bird
to
dog
the point.
whiskey. Yeah, the Wilderwood is like simple and to the point, and it could be like smoky and earthy and
Put some rosemary in it, just like a stem.
Ooh.
They do that,
Oh
yeah.
shit! Yeah, with like one of the little bloody looking cherries. What are they? The
Oh,
actual Moroska cherries.
Yeah, that's what we have. I love those.
There you go.
Obsessed.
Is somebody
with those.
searching for their iPhone?
Not me.
Somebody has their.
I hear it in my ear in here, so it's
Oh my! It's like one of your kids looking for their iPad and shit. Ooh, some blueberries. Could do that. Yeah. Oh man. I feel like, because of all the blood they give in this book, that definitely you could go through like the Moroska cherry though.
Mhm.
That would be cool.
But you gotta bruise the rim with the rosemary, so when you take a sip, you get that woodsy.
oh.
You see?
Especially if you smoke it. Oh shit.
Yeah. So you rub it
Wow.
and bruise it
Y'all.
on the rim, and then. Mhm.
If we could create like a cocktail for each book of our own, with Sean, I already know it. You can always tell.
Sean's
gotta-
laying back here. He's all. Mhm. Oh my
You can
god.
always tell when you like look off camera and start giggling that Sean's up to something. Yeah.
He's like on his phone. He's like. Mhm. Okay.
Mhm.
Ooh, and you know what? And that'll kind of go play off that mossy, kind of earthy vibe of the forest. You gotta see how that's gonna taste. Might be pretty good.
I'm excited.
Is CJ taking notes and making a shopping list? Right. He would be too. He's all smoker, whiskey, cherries, rosemary,
And something about a
Advil.
douche. Something about a douche wine.
douche and wine.
There you
Right. Yeah, he definitely wrote like douche wine on there. Just toss a handful of topsoil.
Some merde.
Oh, she's putting shit straight. Like
Mhm.
back to France.
Back to May. Undertone, overtone.
What?
May.
Oh my god, that was my other book. I forgot about that one. It's like been a year,
Not quite, but yeah.
We're almost in a year from that last The Saint Keeper.
Listen this year.
It was within the last 12 months.
Look
Yeah,
at this is a pomegranate rosemary spritzer.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bloody
You have a
look
little
to
blood,
it.
but you got a little tree stem up in there. That's good. You could smoke that and have your like
That
rosemary.
can be like a
for real.
non-alcoholic. Put some grenadine with like some seltzer or like a lemon lime something, and
You know
Totally
what?
great,
I
dude.
came
Making a
aco-
fancy Shirley Temple.
so I came across this
Yeah.
drink. I realized, and I
well,
saved it not
grenadine's
too
not
long
cherry, but
ago.
close.
Oh, look,
Yeah,
Vanessa
cute bottles.
says, don't forget the tobacco and mint leaves. Yes, girl. And muddle up some book pages for the library flavor. Yeah, that's what you do. What you
Oh.
do is you grab an old library book and just, rip a page out, set it on fire, and that's what you're going to smoke your whole drink with.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Look at this thing.
Oh, it tastes so literary.
Oh wow.
Ooh, wow. What is that called?
I don't know. I remember we came across it. I just saved it. It's there's some place in LA. It was like it's for their Valentine's Day event.
Have a good night, Regina. Oh, that sounded more southern than I normally do. Have a good night.
But let's see. How do I save one of those smoker things?
Ooh, look at
See
this
which
is
one
called
of
the
you-
Black Widow.
Ooh, and look, that one is smoking. See,
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
ready to be part of the wilder wood.
Yeah. It's a blackberry. The hell is that?
Is it like blackberry
Ooh.
sage or something?
Shit, look at this one. We used to make these drinks for Halloween with the black vodka.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I've never gotten the black vodka for anything.
Me either.
I wanted to, but I never did. All right. So, this week. So, Des, why are you still here?
Oh.
Why the fuck are you still here in
Oh
my
my
house?
god, I'm so tired.
You should almost save this for next week because we got a bunch of our ladies that are not even on anymore.
I know.
Oh, you
You're
want
gonna
me?
miss
Do you
all the.
want to save the story for a whole extra week?
Does anybody want to hear it, or you guys want to wait and enjoy it with
I want to
everybody?
wait until others are on. Maybe we could just can't drink vodka. Well, we could definitely make it like more Shirley Temple style, right? We
Alright,
could do
I
like
won't-
a double, like 2 versions. She said, "Now I want to know." Way to go. Way to go.
Well, as you know, we were supposed to leave last Wednesday from here. And we were pulling my boat, which my Mexican husband decided to use as his personal trailer and weigh
Why's it
it
gotta be
down.
Mexican?
Like, well, he is Mexican. And he said his people would have been very pleased with what he did.
His words.
And so,
Well,
so he overloaded the boat, and my Yukon was pulling it, and we were all strapped in. Vanessa overloaded. Overloaded. Okay,
think
I guess
of like the
let me
clam.
back this story up because it'll make a little more sense as to why we were overloaded. So you all know that our shit got picked up 2 weeks ago, whatever it was at this point. I don't even know. But they weren't supposed to get it until this last week. No. The 4th of February, whatever the hell that was.
They had originally scheduled to pick up all her shit at her house this week. Well, they brought it
Friday.
back like 3 weeks. Crazy.
And then they had said they were going to pack a Monday, pick up a Friday. And so we were working our timeline of staying in house, getting things clean, landlords, walkthroughs. We had to spend fucking way too much money to fix our house in Florida because of our previous tenants. They're assholes.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Well,
So
anyways.
we were trying to live in the house since we had just had to spend that much money. But when the movers gave us a date of drop off, it wasn't until the end of February. So how are we going to live in the house with any of our shit? So we tried to keep the minimum amount of stuff that we needed. So we kept our mattresses, and we have like the
Some
foam
kitchen
ones.
stuff.
And so my husband got the vacuum seal bags for mattresses, and we were able to roll them up like that. And so everybody's mattresses were on the boat. And then we
Wait,
had
the
kitchen
mattresses
stuff.
were on there too?
Yeah,
Yes.
so she vacuum sealed all of their beds because they have like
Gotcha.
foam beds, and then they rolled those up and they tossed those in the boat. They packed all their kitchen stuff that they thought that they would be able to like cook and need because they were told that their shit wasn't going to be delivered until the end of February.
Oh, but yeah.
So they said basically it doesn't matter when you move in, your shit's not going to be there until the end of February. And they had picked up closer toward like the end of
Do
January.
you have a
So they
picture of the
basically
boat,
gave them a
Desiree?
month.
I'm trying to see if I have one where you can see everything on it.
Yeah, so he packed a bunch of kitchen stuff and things that they would actually need when they move into the
Right,
house
like-
to get them through the next few weeks.
So you can see one of the mattresses is standing because we didn't get that bag until we got here, but the other ones are rolled in it.
Mm.
And we had like literally all of our stuff in there that we would need
Over the next month. Yeah.
over the next month. And so We left Wednesday early morning. I was ready to kill everyone. And so that started the day off real well. We left 90 minutes past when we originally wanted to, but we made really good time. There was no traffic, okay? This is key. There was no traffic.
What time did you leave?
6:30.
Okay.
This is when she leaves from my house, by the way. So they originally haul their boat. Desiree drives separately in her Yukon. Manny hauls the boat on the truck. They all come here. And then when they're leaving, they're going to leave Manny's truck here because he has to fly back in March or April.
For retirement
stuff. So they're going to use Desiree's car to now haul the boat. So he switches it all around. They have to adjust everything in her car. He packs more into the back of the boat. Switches things around just a bit more, and then they take off about an hour and a half later than they wanted to, but they do take off.
Hold on. Before that, the day before, I was looking at everything and I'm looking at my car and I'm like, it's not gonna pull. And so I made my husband load all the kids and my brother and like as much weight as we could into the car and drive it around see if my car would pull it fine. And he came back like 5 minutes later. I was like, yeah, it's fine. No big deal. And I was just like, I didn't believe him, but okay. Guess we're going.
Yeah.
So we go. We make it to, I don't fucking remember where. We stopped about 9:30. We all got Starbucks, which put everyone in a really good mood, by the way. But
always does.
Meaning her, which in turn puts everyone in a better mood.
I got food. I was happy. I wasn't throwing up. And so we continue on. Now we're about Palm Springs area. We get past there. We're on the 10. And if you know the 10, even if you're not from here, it's a 2 fucking lane road. And when you get to the desert area past Palm Springs, there's fucking nothing. Okay? Nothing.
It's dirt.
So we get to right before exit 177 going eastbound. My car starts acting real funny. Well, it's windy as hell. Windy, like super windy. Well, it starts making like the RPMs are going up like 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. Like for like a couple minutes, I'm like, Mano, what's going on? And he's like, I think it's just because it's really windy. It's hard to pull right now. I'm like, okay. Well, we continue, and then the car won't accelerate. So the car won't accelerate, and we're like, what the fuck is happening? And then the engine light comes on, so we have to pull over. And we have one of those things that you can plug in to read what is wrong with the car when a light comes on. Mm-hmm. And so we look it up, and it's the transmission that basically it's slipping. You can't drive the car like that. So 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes later, I call Tosh, and I'm like, this is what's going on. Meal's on with USA right now. We can't move. We're stranded on the side of the road.
It's like 10:30 a.m.
Yeah, 10:30 a.m. is when it started. I called you at 10:50.
Yeah, there you go.
And so Mano's on with USA. I'm calling Tosh. She's like, okay, you find out what's going on with USA. I will get out there. Because what's happening is if my car can't drive, we need her to come get us. But at the same time, we need her to bring my truck as well, because then the truck has to pull the boat, which then kicks 2 of us out of the car. So it's me, and I chose Lily because she's the easiest one, and Emmanuel wanted Ben. So I'm off the phone with Tosh. Emmanuel's on with USA. USA will give us a tow for the boat, will give us a tow for my car, and will fucking leave us on the side of the road. They will not give us a lift. They will not bring an extra vehicle. They're like, well, if you can walk off the highway, we can get someone to you. But no, we're not going to pick you up on the highway. That's not safe. So it's not safe, but you're going to take my vehicle, take my boat, leave my 4 children, 2 dogs, me pregnant, and my husband walking on the side of the highway?
Crazy.
So we're freaking out because it's like, you can't fucking do that. We're not doing that. When we were trying to detach my car from the boat, I nearly blew off the side of the road when an 18-wheeler came by. I was like, oh no.
Must have been some 18-wheeler to be able to lift her butt cheek.
Okay. And so my husband unhooks the boat, and we're trying to set it up so, because it's really fucking windy. And originally he had it, I don't know if you guys have seen boat trailers, but the wheel comes down in front to hold the front end up. Well, he had that wheel all, like the pole all the way up, and the wind was coming at it, and it was pushing the boat, which was turning the leg. It looked like it was going to fucking snap, and the boat was going to fall off into a ditch. And I was like,
Oh,
man, you
shit.
got to bring it down. And so we grabbed like bricks and stuff that we had to, and our chalks and everything to try and fix the boat in place. And then we had turned off the car to cool it down. And then we were able to drive the car, and we just kind of drove in circles on the 10 to make sure the car could go. And we found a mechanic about 30 minutes from us. And so we started that way. Well, in the meantime,
She called me and
Tosh,
said that they were going to head to the mechanic. And I was like, cool, we have to take out 2 cars. So I'm going to either my mom or I will drive Manny's truck out to them. And then we have to drive a second car out to them to be able to come back and bring 2 more people home with us. So we're going to switch out Manny's truck and bring Des and Lily back with us. And I was like, well, if they have that much stuff, they're probably going to have to give us a little bit more. So I was like, look, I'll bring our truck. Our truck will be fine. Like, we'll pack our truck up. It can haul some stuff. We can bring a few things back our way until Manny comes out, in May or April or March or April to come get it. So I was like, hey, Mom, can you come up? She's like, yeah. And I was like, this is what we're going to do. So it'll be all day. Like, get everything taken care of if you need to. Come up here. We're going to take off. So she comes up.
well, hold on. So I called her again. This was right before 11. And they didn't make their way out and start heading towards us till 1:30.
Yeah. So Mom got her stuff taken care of, then comes up, and we leave at like 1:30 to head her way. Mom's driving the truck, and I'm driving, or Desiree's truck. I'm driving our truck. So we head out, and it's only going to take us like 2 hours and 45 minutes to get to where she is. And I was like, that's not too bad. We'll get there and we'll get home like before bedtime. Not a problem. So we take off. Everything's great. We stop like maybe an hour outside of where Desiree is, get some coffee and pee. And then we head back on the road. It's dark as fuck now because we sat in traffic for 4 hours. So what was supposed to be a 2.5 hour, 2 hour, 45-minute ride ended up being a 4.5 hour ride, 5 hour ride. Then we're headed up on the last leg about 30 minutes from Desiree, and my truck decides to give out. So my truck is like, you can't accelerate anymore. And I was like, what's going on? And it says check gauges on my front light dash thing. And I was like, check gauges. My heat, the temperature gauge goes from like totally normal, completely up all the way. Completely hot. I was like, am I overheating? So I try and turn on the vents to like bring heat through. Nothing. It's freezing. It is freezing outside. All it's blowing through is ice cold air. I was like, great. So I pull over. My mom pulls over behind me. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, there's no heat coming through. How is it overheating? Well, maybe it's just that the gauge is broken. So we sit there for maybe 10 minutes and the temperature drops completely. I was like, so maybe it's not actually hot. I don't know. So I was like, CJ, what do I do? And he's like, just go. So we take off, drive maybe 10 minutes. We're not even up this little hill. It's like the last 25 minutes from Desiree, and boom, jumps again. I can't accelerate. I'm close to an exit, and I was like, I just have to exit. That's it. I have to exit. We're 25 minutes from her. Oh, well. So I start to pull over. I'm down at like 45 miles per hour. I can't accelerate. I can't get any heat. Nothing. Finally pull over, and I just cruise to a gas station to like a pilot stop and park, and that's it. And that's where the truck ends up staying. And I was like, hey, bitch, so like I can't come save you. You need to now come save me. What are we doing?
So while all of this is happening, we had managed to get to the mechanic. But again, my car stopped working as soon as we got there. We coasted into the parking lot. So then we had to turn the car off and let it cool off. And there was you're in the middle of nowhere. This is Indio. And so we couldn't get out of the car to do anything. And it's windy and fucking cold. So we sat in the car
for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
the whole
Until
day.
we got there. But we never really got there. Not really.
So then I'm on the phone, or the mechanic is with us. and she's sending us videos of what's happening to her car so
Right.
he can sit like
I
try and
had-
diagnose it.
Yeah, so I basically go and I'm like, okay, is there any coolant in my car? Well, my car, I think, is empty of coolant. I check the shit. So we go inside of the Pilot, dump in 3 gallons. It's full. It's like ready to go. I turn the car on to run it through to like get it going so we can get moving again. Desiree's mechanic says, check under the car before you leave. I know you got it filled up and shit, but like just check for a leak. Sure as shit. It's not just dripping. It is literally sputtering out like somebody broke a
Oh, like a rock went in there while you were driving. That happened to me. Like a rock came in my car and
Who
like
fucking
like
knows?
It was coming from more than
ricocheted
one
in there.
spot.
It's coming from more than one spot. First of all, the little plug down there is spurting. Secondly, it's dripping from the whole top of the radiator. Boom. All pouring out. We're fucking done. We're through. That's it. What are we going to do? Okay, we're going to jump in Manny's truck. The 2 of us are going to head down to where they are. They're ordering an Uber to get the rest of us. We get there, empty out Desiree's car, into the truck, into the Uber. The rest of us, we all Uber over to a fucking hotel that Manny had to like call and set up in the
I
meantime.
wonder what the Uber was
And-
thinking during all this.
Oh, I told
he
him
was
the whole way there.
nicest dude ever.
He was.
He was so nice because when they said they were leaving, we ordered the Uber.
Yeah.
And then they fucking took forever to get going. I don't know what happened.
We were 25 minutes and your Uber said they were going to be like 10 minutes away. And so they got there, 15 minutes before us. So
No, but then I called you guys because the Uber said 10 minutes and then you guys had just said you were leaving and it had been 15 minutes.
yeah, well, I had to pee and watch my mom smoke a cigarette
Okay. Well, so
because
then
I needed
then
a
the
cigarette, but I couldn't have one.
So the Uber was like, sure, it's fine. We can wait. Like, it's no big deal. And so Manuel had tipped him like 25% or whatever it was. And
Caitlin, hi, girl.
so then once we get to the hotel, though, then we have to get all of these, fancy trolley things and get everything out of the truck bed and out of the Uber's vehicle.
Mhm.
And then Emmanuel and Mason had to turn right around and go an hour back to
The boat.
past Indio to get to the boat and make sure that shit had not been jacked, and then drive another hour back to the hotel. I don't fucking know what time it was by the time they got back, but I was asleep by midnight. And
When Tasha was telling me this story, I thought for sure either the boat was going to be missing or the shit inside of the boat was going to be gone.
right?
I was like, please don't
It
tell me that
should
they
have.
stole her shit
Like
or the boat.
this
After
is
all
this
that.
is something you see on like a sitcom. Like
It
This
was
is a movie.
fucking insane.
Right.
It was insane as we're going through it, and it's just like I couldn't even be mad. It was just like, how do we handle it? Was just
Caitlin
like,
came back.
how
to
do
listen
you
to-
handle it?
Yeah, it was kind of, it is kind of funny. So,
No, it's hilarious now.
night,
And
Jessica.
Oh, I would have
then
been
the next
livid
morning-
in the moment for sure.
for sure. So the next morning, like, Manuel had to go and take Tosh to the Palm Springs airport, get a rental.
Epic tale.
He came back, and then we tried to load everyone up into the cars.
A typical military.
Vanessa, so
move.
during all of this, my girlfriend
Glad you're
had
okay.
said that we need to write a book about the moves that we've had. Now we've had 4 bigger moves, not just like house local, but 4 moves. And something always happens. Something fucking happens every time. Now I'm going to say 3 out of 4 are definitely caused by the military member. 3 out of 4 for sure. For sure. Just being a dumbass. And then the other one was just weather.
Yeah, Desiree neglected to mention that the day that they're leaving our house, Wednesday, the movers had gotten to their house in Florida.
Oh, I forgot.
Not at the end of February. Like,
They were like, hey, we want to
Promise.
deliver your shit tomorrow. And we're like,
what? We're like 5 days away from the house. What are you fucking talking about? You're not supposed to be here for 4 more weeks.
such fucking bullshit. So we didn't have to load the boat up like that because they were going to make it in like 5 days.
They overestimated themselves
shit.
to be safe.
Yeah, but all that shit that they piled into the boat that made the boat so heavy they couldn't pull it with
yeah,
their
my
car.
car can pull the boat just fine. It's like 3,000 pounds by
It
itself.
all could have gone into the fucking moving truck in the end. And it would have been there right when they would have, well, technically
Right on
early.
time.
So they had to, of course, the movers then have to pack all their shit up into some containers and leave them out there. And now what they're probably going to have to do is wait even longer to get their shit, because now they got to wait until the military can finally go get it and bring it over. You know how shit happens. But I was like, bitch, fuck writing just your story. Make a book of short stories about everyone's moves. Because I guarantee that would be such a fun read, like reading all the different military family moves. But
for sure,
absolutely crazy. Yeah. So the morning of, we have to go get after all that, we finally sleep. Next morning, Manny goes to get coffee. He comes to get me, takes me over to the airport in Palm Springs because they have like one rental car in the whole fucking city. Not kidding. One rental car. And it's some little thing. So we're not taking a lot back. Sorry, Des. Like, I brought my truck to pull a bunch of stuff and to bring it back to my house and store it for a while. That's not happening. Whatever can fit in the back of this car is that's it. So so I go and I get a fucking rental car and bring it back. And then we all start packing the boat and the regular truck back up. And I got my truck is now being towed 118 miles back to LA so that they can fix that shit at our regular place. And then Desiree's Yukon is still stuck in fucking Indio getting taken care of.
Well, no, it's just fucking sitting because the part's not in stock.
The part won't be here until Friday this coming week.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's now stuck like already a week and a half longer than expected. So what a blast. Sucks so bad, I know.
Hey, I would say it's a blessing in disguise because you're chilling with just Lily. So take the time to relax.
Yeah.
And hopefully Manny takes care of calling them and they have the shit delivered by the time you end up going back.
So he had tried to get it delivered for Tuesday. He had not answered me because obviously the weekend happened. So I don't know if he'd heard back from them to see if Tuesday was going to happen. So my house could legit be like 95% put together by the time I get there.
That's what I'm saying. So,
but this is going to cost us, between plane tickets and getting the car fixed, it's going to cost us probably $5,100.
Awesome.
Sean
this is
goes,
the most expensive move on the planet right now for us.
Sean said what?
And nobody ever called us. Because when I told him what happened the night that we talked, he's like, why didn't they fucking call us?
Well, like, what was I going to do? Call you at like 10 p.m. and say, oh, hey, I'm 25 minutes from a fucking thing that I could
to go out there to get her from the beginning.
I was headed out to get her. It was fine.
Wednesday.
No, once you broke down.
Oh, once I broke down?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway.
I didn't need another person breaking down on the fucking way there.
Oh, his truck would not have broke down.
No. Well, I mean, his truck has bad luck, so.
Well, it's all fixed now.
Until you drive it all the way out to where it doesn't belong.
Nah.
Like mine.
No. Well, I drove my truck to La Quinta. Nothing happened to mine.
They blew 2 wheels on theirs.
We always make it to the desert.
Oh my God. And that was just like when y'all came out to California. You get fucked up. You leave California, you get fucked up. See what happens?
Hold on, that's the same thing. So when we moved here from Florida, my husband put his Tundra on a trailer, on the ones that pull it all the way up. Now, his fucking military bud said it's not going to fit. So this is what you got to do. You have to put these 8x10 or whatever they are, 8 by whatever the length was, on the end of it. So when it rolls up, the tires on the truck are sitting on the wood pieces, and then the metal pieces are under it, holding it in place.
They basically just had to jerry rig a fucking trailer to be longer than it is to hold a fucking truck.
Yes.
Which it isn't.
So I have a picture somewhere. I'll have to find it. But so we made it from my house in Florida to fucking 300 miles from El Paso, which is like 1,000 miles. Like it's a long way. And he blew a tire on the trailer that was pulling the truck. Mm-hmm. So our then 16-year-old learned how to drive on the fucking fly because we had nothing we could do. So he learned to drive. 300 miles to El Paso. Driving the truck, we had to abandon the trailer they told us to, and we got a new one later on, which we guess was a newer one or whatever. But then we got all the way out here, stopped at Tasha's for a day or two, made it north. We were stuck in an hour, maybe an hour max.
Not even an hour, like 30 minutes.
No, it was
Where the bridges are to where you are was something like 35 minutes for us.
So it was Highway 12, Caitlin and Vanessa and Rebecca. It was Highway 12. It was where like Terminus is, like that river area. But it's 2 fucking lanes, just, one north, one south. That's it. That's all you got. And I had told my husband, because I was pulling the boat in my Yukon, and I had told him, hey, the side is vibrating. And he was like, it's okay. It's okay. This was a long time before that I told him to, because I was like, how would we know if something blows? Like, what does it look like? And so he was like,
Rio
well, it's going to
Vista.
vibrate. Huh?
Yeah. Highway 12, Rio Vista.
Yeah, somewhere in there, wherever Terminus is. That's all I remember, because I was like, this bridge is
Where like the
terminal, and we're
fucking
going to go
4 bridges are. It's like bridge. It's crazy up there.
Yeah. And so the tire fucking blows on the trailer with the boat on the left side. And I was scared shitless on this bridge with all the kids and the dogs in my car pulling the boat. Manuel was in front of me pulling the U-Haul and his truck. And he like took off. I was like, I'm not fucking moving. It took an hour to get off that bridge. And a cop finally showed up as we got to the other side. And then we had to wait for a huge flatbed to come and get the boat to fucking tow it to wherever and replace the tire. So again, had he listened to me, and had he not fucking put the truck on there, had he listened to me,
like you would think that moving out to California, he would have learned about like hauling shit. No. Oh, look, she said that shit's like 20 minutes from her house.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lodi, but I wasn't sure if that was correct.
You're one of those people holding up traffic on the bridge. Yes, he's like, bitch, she is. She's
Fuck
like,
you! I don't give a shit. I wasn't moving. That shit was sparking.
Oh my god, you were like on rims.
Yes, they had to replace the whole thing.
Oh.
Wow, y'all blow 2 trailer beds like on the way out to.
Well, one
Move
was
to
for a
California.
car
Yeah,
carrier,
you guys
and then the
fucked
other
up
one
too
was
on the way?
the boat trailer.
Your husband doesn't learn. Wow. Well, I'm getting a new radiator and a serpentine belt and thermostat, some shit. So that's cool. Gotta love my truck. It's getting new shit, $1,800 worth of crap. No big deal. What the fuck is Sean saying with your little giggle there?
He said thermostat's a thermometer.
Okay. Why don't you tell them to come on and fucking explain?
If they get a clue that you don't know, they might sell you both. Did you get new headlight fluid?
Right. Yeah, blinker fluid.
Premium air. Tell Manny next time, fill it up with premium air.
Only if he's blowing it in on it by himself.
Yeah, premium air.
Oh,
you're not looking forward to your 2,500 mile move next month? No.
Where are you moving this?
Whatever you do,
where are you going?
record this your entire way, because honestly, we need this next story. It needs to be yours, whatever it is. Fucking blinker.
Where are you
Where's
moving
she
to?
going?
Where they Mark driving kids, yeah, and then you just fly out to wherever. They
Alabama?
Go. Yeah.
Ooh, I was
Birmingham.
right.
Oh, you'll be
She's
real close
moving
to where
right
I
next
am.
to your lady friend, Chet. Right
Better
next.
back up, Caitlin. Back it up.
Oh my god. Back it up.
I can't believe I got that right.
Look at that, Alabama.
Yeah.
Look, she just takes a fucking guess on miles.
Well, I'm thinking, okay, 3,000 miles is, coast to coast average. So not Louisiana. I'm thinking, oh, maybe Alabama. Oh, I got it.
wow.
She has Chet dreams, right? Where she's
You might not make it there, Caitlin.
From our house to where we live in Florida is like maybe 2,600 miles.
Check your brakes.
Check your brakes. Make sure nobody cuts your brake line. Like Chet.
All right, Anna.
Oh my god, I can't wait to have Beth back on with us.
Oh,
A
it's
year
gonna be
later,
so
Anna is still her Chet.
Yes.
She's gonna write her like a personal note in her box.
Oh yeah. Wait till she gets her
You
box.
said she's gonna ride her, and I thought that's where you were stopping. I was like,
Ride her.
Whoa.
Damn.
Right.
Go
wow.
Chet.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness, you
Chet.
guys.
Wow. So Desiree's gonna start collecting military
Yeah, just go ahead and send
move
it to my email.
stories.
Des at neverfuckingmovingagain.com.
That is at novelbitches.com. Send in your moving stories, and she's going to include it in her. I wouldn't even call this a short story, but a book of short stories about what is it called? TPSing or some shit.
PCSing?
Yeah, PCSing.
PMSing.
It's not the same.
What's about PCSing?
Rebecca, is there a short version? It's all very all of it. You have to know these things.
You should have called us. We would have made a road trip.
Okay, Rebecca. So you guys would have made it from Northern California, and I'm right here, even closer.
I'm
didn't
here
even get a phone
too.
call.
Look.
And my mom is in Beaumont, which is right outside of Palm Springs.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I thought enough people were broken down on this trip.
Mm-hmm.
There is that.
The short book would be the positive stories. Which are those? Because we've again had 4 state moves, and something has always happened.
That's why I'm never moving.
Well, this is a short story. It only took you about 20 minutes to tell it.
She said I told him he just wants to go on a road trip.
Do it.
Yeah, just do it. Oh, you should have called me. I would have laughed at you. Thank
I
you.
would've laughed.
The most honest answer. Thank you. Oh, you could have called me. I would have. Nope.
No, so get this, Rebecca. So
Okay,
we
well,
took a
blank
trip.
journal.
Exactly.
We took a
It's
trip
just
during the
notebook
summer,
to fill up later.
and we got an Airbnb in La Quinta with a pool and stuff. We took the kids. We had a great time. Tell me why, when Tasha's telling me this story, she's cursing the shit out of La Quinta. Like La Quinta decided to bust her fucking radiator and whatever the hell else went wrong. And I'm like, don't blame it on La Quinta just because that's where you broke down. It is not La Quinta's fault.
She's all asking me to go hang out with her in La Quinta. Fuck La Quinta. We're never going back there again, except for when I gotta drive right past it to get her car after it's been fixed. And that'll be the last time I see La Quinta.
I was dying. I was like, wow. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Mm.
No, thank you.
Mm.
No, thank you. Could have called me. Could have called. Yeah. See, this journal would just be titled easy military moves, or a journal of
Military moves for dummies.
No.
Yeah, a journal of
how to complete a PCS the easy way, and then it'll just be like a fucking journal with blank.
Don't
PCS
move.
from
Yeah,
A to
one
Z.
page. Don't move. The title in your dreams. Yeah, right. Exactly. Oh my goodness. Well, I think that pretty much sums it up for.
Yeah, I'm fucking tired.
That was a story from hell. Yeah. I'm not sure what chapters we're reading this week, but get your
10
chapters down.
forward. 10 forward.
No,
No,
not
don't
10
say that.
forward.
Don't say that to
10
them.
Yeah, no, because then they'll be like, she said forward, and I just finished the book.
Well, it's forward. Look at your
You gotta
calendar.
tell
bitches.
way.
Good Lord, Dominique.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't think I've
she
ever.
sounded like you just then.
10 through
What
17.
happened?
10 through
He
17.
almost got the laundry on fire.
Oh my God.
Why is there even fire near your laundry?
Got my new ID card. Is there a new ID
Because I got
card?
laundry all over the house. Because I went to the mountains last weekend and this week. Come here.
I have to get one.
Show them what now, because they
Aw.
heard me yell. Show them what the heck you're doing walking around the
Congratulations, Mike.
house.
So maybe he said, fuck it, I'm not washing, I'm gonna burn it.
No, he's
Oh,
playing with this flint.
Oh, bomb. No, you're
Oh
off
my God, I
camera.
love those.
He's walking around the house doing that.
Oh my God.
He just
He-
wanted
okay.
to build you a new house.
That's enough. And I saw a spark. I'm
He's
sorry, I didn't mean to.
throwing sparks at laundry. That's cool.
Well,
At a PCS stress-free. Open it, sign in a book.
we don't need any more stories.
Oh
There's
my
not
God,
enough
that's
time.
genius. Genius, Rebecca. You're brilliant. I'm just gonna go ahead and send sparks across the house. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. All right, guys, 10 through 17 for next week. One of you bitches is jumping on with us. We need a guest.
we have
So
crazy
someone
husbands?
volunteer. It makes my life easy. Or I'll pick one of you. Just
Thank
out
you
of
for
here,
making
I'll
me
send
feel
you the link.
sane,
You're like, that's it, you're
Vanessa.
coming.
It's Rebecca.
Ugh.
So, yeah. All right, guys. I think I've had enough of our stories.
Took a lot out of me. I'm ready to go throw up.
Yeah, I hope Anna has a story next week.
Yeah, I don't want one.
Or you could just retell one,
Like, I don't want to have one.
right?
Your turn.
Well, maybe I'll have another story. My husband should be making it home tonight. They're 2 hours ahead, so it's almost 10 for them. I don't know how far away they are. But that house has been cold since January.
Is he going to do a hotel for tonight?
No.
Stupid.
Well, what's the weather over there right now?
I don't
Cold.
know.
It's cold.
I mean, it's cold at night.
I
Huh?
don't understand him.
Well, you know it's good to sleep in the cold. So
There's cold and then there's freezing.
Damn, girl, look at you. You like finished right on time. Desiree finished like
Oh,
right
this
before we
week's
hopped on,
reading.
too.
I thought you
Sean
meant
said he sleeps in the wild.
tired.
Oh my gosh, should I
It
play
sounds
it?
like
Is that
low
because he
40s.
has to sleep with a beast?
Can I
low
play the
40s.
recording?
Oh yeah, do it.
The beds.
Why didn't you share my nails?
Spoiler alert: he arrives
Yeah.
and there's a family of raccoons living in the house. See? Yeah. there's
No
more to it.
way. No way. We had the house fixed.
Huh?
Oh my gosh! What did you
To
get
who?
done?
It's
My Valentine's
me.
Kirby nails.
Kirby! Oh my god, I love it.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Telling you, I have a Kirby in my booty hole.
It's a smaller Kirby this time.
Oh, that's a smaller Kirby.
Vanessa, we have the foam mattresses that
Show me your first finger again.
Which
Oh, your left hand. No right hand. Yeah, your left hand. That one. Show it a little closer to the camera. That looks like a dick.
Oh my
Which
god.
one?
It's hearts,
Look at it.
right?
The white one. The white dick you got on your other fucking finger.
No,
Look
it's
at
a
it.
heart.
Oh, a little bit.
God.
Looks like
All
a
I
pack
see
of
is
balls.
balls and
Yeah.
a fucking dick. Girl.
No,
Because the point.
yes,
It does.
Vanessa.
So when Anna's losing that in her ass, you know why.
No.
Okay, so I wake up yesterday morning
Oh
and
my
my
god.
husband's like, "Look at what I sent you." And he's like, "Turn your volume."
Itty bitty teeny weeny.
He's all,
Yeah.
"Turn your volume all the way up."
Okay, everybody go quiet for a sec.
This is, I'm going to show you the video, but he's filming me. I'm going to put it up so you guys can hear.
Hold on, it's on it like this.
Can you guys hear? Where's-
That was accurate.
Holy,
Can you hear it?
holy here.
Okay, hold on. I got to start it over because you guys are not paying attention.
I'm listening.
Where's the speaker?
In its natural habitat.
Oh, natural habitat.
Some loudest sleeping mammals are. No other creature dares attack it while it is asleep.
Asshole. I was dying. I thought
us
he
the
was just
video.
filming me snore. And then I heard the commentary and I about pissed myself. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. It's me
That's
asleep
Anna.
next to him. The
In her
video just
natural
shows me,
habitat.
I was on my back. So, of course, I was snoring.
That's funny.
And he's just filming me and doing his little fucking commentary. I died. I sent it to my mom. She thought it was like some fucking random TikTok that I sent her. I'm like, no, look again. She goes, I thought the girl looked familiar. I was done.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't get to see the video of her snoring, but
It was
That's
awesome.
funny.
I'm like, all right, good on you. That's point for Sean.
hey
That was
babe,
good.
check out this cool video I sent you and turn your volume up.
No one dares attack it. I'm done.
Oh.
In its natural habitat. I hate him. Oh, it was awesome.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank goodness for that ending to this week.
Sound like something
here.
from the
Stop.
Wildwood.
Something to look forward to on our retreat.
Dominique, if you're sharing a bed with Anna, that's what you have to look forward to.
If
I'll
I'm on my
snore.
back.
I'm snoring with you. Don't worry.
If
I
she's
fell
on her
asleep.
back. So that means Dominique's on top because Anna's on her back.
Hopefully you're not allergic to her like you were to Desiree, and your eyes don't swell in the morning.
Oh my god, I wonder what that was.
She has it happen at home. Like she eats things. She just has different allergies.
Yeah. It could have just been like anything or something in the fucking hotel room. You know, it would have mattered. But she straight up woke up that morning and was like, look, I'm allergic to Desiree. What the fuck, bitch? Like, it was so fucking funny. That's why she really wants to share with Anna later. She's like, Anna is like non-allergenic because she's just paper.
She's clean. She's always smelling good. Yeah.
She's just
allergenic.
Yeah, hypoallergenic.
You said no allergenic.
No, I said hypoallergenic.
No.
Well, whatever she said, I understand what she was saying.
Oh my god, you're such a hater.
Huh?
Anyway, Anna's just a cardboard cutout, so who's allergic to that? I don't know.
Whoever's allergic to paper.
Yeah. Well, none of our book club gals should be allergic to paper.
Well,
Some of them are on Kindles.
I'll make sure you guys have a life-size cutout of me for the retreat.
Is that on top of you?
No, just over
That's
there.
cool.
Just pose me where you want me. I'll have like different poses, serving breakfast.
Right? It
like
was
on the
just
counter.
yeah. Desiree was like
Patchouling.
saging and patchouling and shit, and that's why Dominique had a reaction.
Well, you have to have one, face down, ass up, because she's gonna put her fingernail in you.
Where does her mind go? Like
She was thinking of the.
You just said you were gonna have different
It's not
poses, and then I
penis,
saw her
it's a
nails, and it
heart.
reminded me.
I said, look, I say it all the time. If
I
I
get
had
the
nails like
shadowing,
that,
'cause it's
once
I'm
bubbly.
sorry, but that
laugh,
is a boner from.
and I would lose a fucking Kirby. It would be done. Like I don't understand how they don't get lost.
Part of the welcome basket will be in cardboard, Anna.
Yeah.
For you all to take her on all your extravaganzas.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so great. That would be hilarious. We'll just get like all of Anna's different facial expressions. Like, which Anna did you get? I got storytelling Anna. I got fucking hater Anna. She's mad at the story someone else.
If it's storytelling Anna, then it needs to have a blurb, and then it needs to have Velcro to change the story.
Oh shit.
So that's like the ultra one, like the ultra rare.
Yeah.
Right. Like a rare card, like a collector's card. Like, who got the collector's Anna?
Your Anna to the spa.
You took your Anna to the spa. Done. Love it. Alrighty, guys. We will see you next week. And
bye, bitches.
This bitch is still gonna be with me, so maybe I'll send her to Dominique's next week.
Ah, look at her face.
Come on
Dominique said,
She's like, but I'm allergic to. Oh, my eye is swelling right now.
Feel it.
Have a good night,
I'll go to my
bitches.
mom's.
Good
I'll
night.
go to my mom's.
Go to your mom's. Have a good night, bitches.
That means I
lock
won't
the
be
door
back.
now, Carol.